And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. The numbers a week ago for Everett. 6 catches, 51 yards, and a touchdown. And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game. Play action. It's Burrow. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Burrow. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Falcons are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick. Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense. So after the INT, it's Allen. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Allen now looks to throw. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They'll try to forget what happened on the previous drive. He threw that interception. Sigh of relief, though. It didn't lead to anything, just the punt. Now they've got the football back here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. That's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On on 2nd and 7. Burrow. It's complete to Hopkins.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now it's Burrow. Underneath, he's got Brate.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. They'll find Everett there, complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And they go play action now, Burrow. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Buccaneers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one.
Walker hit and the ball is out.
And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
The 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Back now comes Tampa Bay. After the pick 6, here's Burrow again.
Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From just shy of midfield, Burrow caught left side Hopkins.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A first down carry by Elliott. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. From the 39, Burrow. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now it's Burrow. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now back to the ground with Elliott.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Burrow will throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Now Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Folk's kick is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that. But let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
And Charles, he's a rookie. He's put it on the ground once, maybe defensively. Now they're saying, okay, we can get this young buck to cough it up 2-3 times. He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, they do tend to zero in on the young runners because once one comes out, as you noted, you think there's an opportunity for more. This is where you have to get with that guy and say, all right, they're going to come after you, but we believe in your talents. Take care of the football, and let's go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen.
That's complete to Traylon Burks. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on fourth down.
Now Cobb to return. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. On third down, Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And it will be Falcon football.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. First carry here for Ken Walker.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Allen going to try and throw on third down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Mike Hughes. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Draw play, Elliott. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Elliott going to get it again on second down.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up third down and 2.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Second quarter now, Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Throwing now is Allen. Flush to his right. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Throwing again on second down. Allen going to look deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. Oh, the Bucs swarm in and they block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And they will wind up with the football just inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. And there, Charles, the pressure wasn't coming off the edge. That block came straight up the chute up the middle.
And that's when you're going to ask the personal protector what happened, because that position is often called the searchlight. And you start that light right up the middle before you scan to the sides. That's where your immediate threat is, and it's your quickest threat. Why he didn't see that and pick it up, that's going to be a big question they'll have to ask.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 22, Burrow. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs take the block punt and convert it into 6 points. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. And I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
On for the extra point is Folk. It's good to make it 17-7. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. Right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To the air, Allen. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Allen going to throw. This one goes underneath to Walker, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Here's Burrow.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw brought in by Bellinger.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Being chased out left.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Allen. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. And the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
On 2nd and 9. Burrow. They'll find Everett there, complete. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And Brate has it over the middle.
And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Inside give to Elliott. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Now Burrow on 1st down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Burrow looking to pass. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
They'll go option to the short side. Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He's now lost fumbles in back-to-back weeks. And, of course, you remember last week's game, such a close affair that hurt him.
Hurt him in a big way, and it is so key to take care of the ball because, remember, the team making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. So you got to take care of the ball, lock it away, high and tight, as you often hear from running back coaches. 4 points of pressure, fingertips, forearm, biceps, sternum, or chest. Put it away.
The give is to Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. His throw caught right around the 6.
And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now it's Burrow. And it's caught. And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 75. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Now Folk for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
And ball security has been a big issue. You see the numbers there. He's fumbled twice already.
And whenever we talk about ball security, it's not simply how you're holding the ball when you run it. It's all the other things that you do. Is it in the proper arm, meaning the sideline is protecting you? Are you dipping a shoulder to protect the ball as well? And obviously, the 4 points of pressure to make sure it's tucked firmly against your body so people can't pop it out.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. And Walker has it. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
You see Tim Patrick, as he and the rest of this offense get set for the upcoming series.
Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, they're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
That pass taken in by Burks.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
This one downfield to Burks. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. He gets it to Burks again. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So a failure to connect on 2nd down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throw right side, Wilson. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the 1st half. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We begin with a good one in the NFC. Seattle making the trip south to take on New Orleans. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead in that one. Jamar Chase, a touchdown reception. From there, we fly north to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Aaron Rodgers with 2 touchdown passes. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there, caught at the 26. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
It's complete. Burks. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Play action. Now it's Allen sliding out of the pocket. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Come on, baby, we got to do our job. We got to do our job, man.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
A give for Walker running right.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1 and unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
He hit his first, this one from 38.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They were winners last week in that game against Kansas City, and they are on top right now as well. They've got it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
First down. Here's Burrow. He'll get this one to Patrick.
2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Burrow will throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
And Burrow going to throw again. And he'll just get rid of it. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Gregory Rousseau in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Burrow. They'll find Everett there, complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now Elliott. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on second and goal. He's going to get it again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Pendleton. Incomplete. It's now 4th down and goal.
The Folks' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So golden field position there is squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back to Walker on first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. On second down, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Allen on third. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens, and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A very solid gain of 27. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Falcons 25-yard line.
Now Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Burrow. Binds, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Christian Harris
Brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
When he decided to run a hitch route, it really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Burrow looking to pass. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A nice gain of 21 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
A give to Elliott. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd down and goal. Burrow eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
And the Falcons are right back in this football game.
I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
So after the INT, it's Allen.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Falcons send out their punter. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. He's been almost impossible to bottle up. You see that number 10 on your screen, a big reason why they have the lead.
One of the guys that's being featured in this game and making sure that he's targeted because they do trust him with the ball. That's why they go back to him time and time again.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow, that's complete to the tight end, Everett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. It's complete to Hopkins.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Caught by Cobb. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go to Elliott again. About 3 yards there to the 27. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now it's Burrow. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, the next-gen stats going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Over the middle here to Wilson.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Allen now on 1st down. That'll be complete to Cook.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now here's Burks on the jet sweep.
A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4.
Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Jalen Waddle from 4 yards out. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Now it's Burrow. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. To throw again on second down. Burrow, a little short pass. This is Everett. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On second down, Elliott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
On third down, Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 44,
Burrow. He'll get this one to Patrick. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's another Tampa Bay.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's complete to Cobb. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup.
Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
73 yards rushing now for Zeke. He's got a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's Elliott. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away.
The Folks' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by 10. A minute 53 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Allen's throw is taken in by Waddle.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here's Allen. That's to Freiermuth. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Allen. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
Now Allen.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Throwing is Allen.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Holding. Offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw is Allen.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One final try here for Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
McPherson on for the extra point.
And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number empirical.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour, and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Bucs, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.